Well, we're back again. It's the Charles and Jerome Show. I hope you're watching us on YouTube. We're real proud to bring you these stories.
Yes,
We're
sir.
going to stay downtown today. I know you. We started with you the other day, and we're going to stay downtown and go right across the street from Heritage Park and go to the Heritage Center. And Mr. Chestnut's going to share with you a little bit about some of the things we're doing with the structure of downtown and the rebuilding of our downtown and remodeling of our downtown. But I want to hit on history for a couple of minutes first. The oldest building in Fairmont's downtown is the Heritage Center. It was built in 1903 by a gentleman named W. Bingham from South Carolina. I don't know who got him to do it. I don't know how much it cost. I just know it's the first brick building in downtown Fairmont. And over the years, it's been a number of different buildings. It's been a Pope's store. It was famous as the Big Pope's. We had a Little Pope's and a Big Pope's. It was famous as several other department type stores. And then in 2007, David Weinstein, the senator, North Carolina senator, helped us get a grant from the Golden Leaf Foundation and put put our Heritage Center, our community center there. Right next door in 1912 is the Thompson Building. It was built and has held various stores and businesses over the years. The most recent one was Fairmont Department Store, and before that, Johnson Cotton Company. Now it's a sports lounge, the indoor version of the outdoor version of gentleman here in town, the Picnic. So that's the historic part of the downtown. 1903, 121 years ago, and 1912, 112 years ago for our downtown. A lot of our downtown is old, and Mr. Chestnut's going to talk to you a little bit about some of the problems with that. Maybe bricks falling out, mortar giving way, and also some of the great things that we're doing downtown as well. Mr. Chestnut, tell them about some things that are historically or structurally the way we want them.
Yeah. You bring up a lot of good points, Mr. Mayor, about the historicness of downtown. We're one of the downtowns that actually have a historic downtown, and I think that was started back in 2010. You know, the state of North Carolina does not want to see historic downtowns go away. They consider it part of their heritage. And you know, everyone wants to just go down through downtowns and tear down buildings and you know build all new stuff, and that's all fine and dandy. But once you lose the historical character of your downtown, there's really no getting it back. You know, you can build new buildings that look the same, but they're just not historic in nature. So one of the things that you know that really brightened my eyes when I came into town for the first time was just to walk the downtown and look at the character of those buildings. And we have some magnificent buildings downtown with original historic character down there, and we're still trying to preserve that. Now we have you know a lot of things that are going on downtown with new business openings and everything, and everybody thinks the town is heavily involved. Well, we are involved, but from a supporting standpoint, we have all the businesses or buildings downtown are pretty much owned by private citizens, except for the building that the mayor is talking about in our pocket parks. Those are owned by the town, you know. So these business owners, Mr. Mayor, and this is what tells us how Fairmont's going to have a bright future, is that these business owners have really invested a lot of money downtown at their own expenses, updating the structure of the building, the electrical, the plumbing, bringing them into ADA accessibility. You know, so lots of opportunity downtown to, you know, for a brighter future. So one of the things that we have used during this momentum shift to get a lot more people downtown is even the government has invested in our downtown area, and what they did was they gave us $80,000, you know, to really take a detailed look at our downtown. and what will make it better as far as walkability, and just getting people downtown, getting things dressed up. And it's working good. Where I think we're 3 months away from finishing the final design plans for our downtown. But and then after that, we go after the money to implement those changes. So our downtown is in a really good place. Lots of investments, and we have to be proud of it, and we see it every day.
Well, I'm very proud of our downtown. I grew up here, I lived here, I worked here. I worked for Mr. Bill Burton in Popes, which is now our Heritage Center. I was the store detective there. My job was to not let shoplifters out alive, and I did a pretty good job. I dropped 3 in the alley out back. We got crosses out back to show that. I'm only kid about that. Don't go out and get me arrested or nothing.
Yeah.
But our first post office was on the outer perimeter of the current picnic area, right where the picnic tables are, before we had the multicolored glass post office next door. So we've got a lot of class, a lot of character to our downtown. The brickwork is absolutely astounding. All you got to do is ride down and look at the brickwork on the front of the buildings. You won't see one that's the same, and it's all unique and all different. I don't know who the people were that did the brickwork, but they sure brought their A game with them when they came over here to do it.
Yes, sir.
And we're real proud of our downtown.
And that original character, like you said, is still down there. And just to look at the craftsmanship. And yes, we do have some buildings downtown with structural problems.
Oh, yeah.
But to be able to see that our buildings, for the most part, are in the same craftsmanship that it was originally built from, and how it has weathered the storms, all of these hurricanes, and these buildings are still standing. And then you look in other places or even other parts of our town where buildings and structures aren't holding up to weather. So this was really good craftsmanship and workmanship put downtown in these buildings. And you talked about how vibrant of a space it is. It's getting more that way. You have done a considerable job raising money for those murals downtown, and that's something that we are greatly proud of. It's got us a lot of press, but at the end of the day, what we would like to see is the board and our staff is people to go out in downtown, connect with each other, sit and talk with each other, and really enjoy downtown. And my vision as the town manager is that downtown becomes a village that is self-sustaining. And for our part, what we have done is our board and yourself has voted, to locate our new town hall downtown. And what that's going to mean is a lot more people downtown enjoying, coming to see us, coming to talk to us.
Right.
And then, we're hoping that as they visit downtown, they go downtown and spend some money.
Yeah. Park downtown and ride up and down the streets. Walk up and down the streets and visit us. We'd love to have you.
Most definitely.
Open a store. We'd love to have that too. So thank y'all for listening, and we'll be back next week with some more interesting news and views of Fairmont, North Carolina.
Awesome.